Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormes back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for another monthly recap video. Today we're going to be doing my top 10 songs of May 2022, and my god, this month was such a challenge. I mean, it's basically just Kendrick Lamar, but it was so hard to narrow it down. I really struggled to narrow this list down, and honestly, there's a few songs that could very well be in this playlist. Maybe it just kind of depends on the day, but nonetheless, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So at number 10, I have Potion by Calvin Harris, Dua Lipa, and Young Thug. Now this is a song I didn't even know was dropping until I'd seen Rap on Instagram post about it, and I listened to it and I thoroughly enjoy it. I love Calvin Harris. I've loved Calvin Harris for a long time, since like 2012, so 10 years. Yeah, I mean, really, I've been listening to his music for a decade, and I love his production. He's such a great producer. I love the like electric guitar at the start of it. I love Dua Lipa's chorus. It is so good. I love her vocals. I've always been a big fan of Dua Lipa as well, and I'm a big Young Thug fan, and I like his verse and his like bridge towards the second half of the song. So I really enjoy this song, and honestly, I'm not surprised, but I am surprised it made the top 10, just because Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers basically holds all of the top 10. So nonetheless, we'll continue on to number 9. We have True Love by Kanye West and XXXTentacion, which is, I mean, it's the only song off of Donda 2 that I've listened to, because I know that it's probably going, well, I don't know. I'm guessing it would be my favorite, and I have not heard good things about Donda 2, so I just have not listened to it, and I'm not trying to buy a stem player to listen to it. I'm sure I could find it on YouTube or SoundCloud, but I don't want to be disappointed, and I've heard it's pretty disappointing, so yeah, nonetheless, this song is incredible. X's vocals is so, like, ethereal. It's so beautiful. I really love it. But honestly, it's not even my favorite part of the song. My favorite part of the song is Kanye. His first verse especially, talking about how he's adjusting to being a single father, and how he feels like it's hard for him to see his kids, and it's almost as if he's borrowing his kids whenever he takes them from Kim, which I really love that introspective talk from Kanye. It's very humble, I guess. I really like that he's bringing this issue up, and of course this isn't the first time he's talked about his family issues, especially over the past year, but I really love this song, and I love that Kanye verse. It's great, and I love that he says that the lights will always be at home for his kids, which is really nice. I think it's very heartwarming, so definitely deserves a spot in the top 10 for me. Continuing on, though, we have Savior by Kendrick Lamar featuring Baby Keem and Sam Dew. Definitely one of my favorite songs off of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Now, I have not talked about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers yet on this channel, which I will, but I'm not going to talk too much about each song. I'm just going to give a very brief talk about each song, and then, yeah, I'll talk about it in the full review later on this month. But nonetheless, I mean, yeah, it's been almost a month since it's been out, and I haven't talked about it yet, which I really should, so apologies. This has been an album that has been heavy in my rotation since it came out, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. I just did my Apple Music replay, and Kendrick's number 2 most listened on the year. So my favorite thing about Savior is definitely Baby Keem's chorus, and Sam Dew's vocals are incredible. It's not the only Sam Dew on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I love his vocals. It's great. But I love Baby Keem's chorus so much. And low-key, Kendrick kind of gets carried by his features in this song. I just love Baby Keem's, like, "Are you happy for me? Smile on my face, but are you happy for me?" So, yeah, I think that's great. So, nonetheless, moving on to number 7, we have Die Hard by Kendrick Lamar off of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers featuring Blast and Amanda Reifer, I'm not sure. Nonetheless, low-key similar to Savior. I feel like Kendrick low-key gets carried on this song by the features. I love Blast's vocals. He has such a nice voice. I've never listened to him before until this song, and I was not disappointed at all. I mean, I was a little skeptical going into the album, looking at the feature list, because most of the features I've never even heard of or listened to. But yeah, I was not disappointed at all. Blast's vocals are incredible. I love it so much. Continuing on to number 6. Now, at this point, I don't know how to fucking rank these top six. Literally, there could be absolutely any rotation between these top six. It really doesn't matter to me. Like, these are all on par, and these are all incredible songs that I fucking love. All Kendrick Lamar, so, well, I guess technically one isn't, but all off of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So, I guess, I mean, I have it in an order here, but this order really isn't accurate because it really just, they're all such great songs that are on par with each other. I really just can't organize them. Like I said, I really struggled to just get this playlist down to 10 songs. So yeah, I'll name the six, but then I'll talk about each. So, I guess at number 6, we have We Cry Together. At number 5, we have Save Your Interlude. At number 4, we have N95. At number 3, we have United in Grief. At number 2, we have The Heart Part 5. And at number 1, we have Mr. Morale. So, I guess number 6, we'll say We Cry Together featuring Taylor Page. Again, off of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I love this so much. It dives into what an abusive relationship or a toxic, maybe not an abusive relationship, but a toxic relationship looks like. And I have had experience with toxic relationship. Nothing like this. This is way worse than I've ever had to deal with, thankfully. But I love this. I close my eyes and I listen to this, and it's like I'm watching a play, which is incredible. And not many artists get that kind of visual in my head. So that's really cool. I really, really love this song. I love the piano throughout. It's kind of dark and ominous. Yeah, and I just love it. Taylor Page is great. I believe she's an actor, actually, or an actress, which I didn't know. But yeah, very cool. Nonetheless, continuing on, we have Savior Interlude, which is actually Baby Keem, but again, off of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. You guys know I love Baby Keem. Definitely become one of my favorite artists over the past year. I mean, yeah, really, actually, yeah. About this time last year is when I started hearing about Baby Keem. So, I love the intro to the song, talking about his, I believe, mom and uncle. I believe it was. Let me check. Yeah. You ever seen your mama strung out while you study division? Your uncle ever stole from you day after Christmas? Seen both of those in them county jail visits. The first and the 15th, the only religion. I really, really love that. And of course, this isn't the first time Baby Keem has talked about his upbringing, talking about how he was really only with his grandmother because his mother wasn't around. And unfortunately, he also mentions later in the song that he ended up going on tour all of last year, pretty much. And he came back home to get a coffin for his uncle, which was pretty sad. But again, I love this like introspective Baby Keem. I think it's great. I love that he's really communicating. And of course, he's talking about some very deep subjects, of course, very personal and close to him. So I really like that. I love the production as well. N95, this is obviously like the hypest song. This is like the humble of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It's kind of Vent 2.0 or Vent 2. I love the production on this. It's a bit of a drill beat. A bit of a rage beat. You guys know I love my rage beats. I love it. When that first beat drop hits, it's incredible. I love it. It's so damn good. And this is actually produced by Baby Keem. But again, of course, this is basically Vent 2.0. In the bridge, I think, in the song, of course, Kendrick says in the original version of Vent, venting out the safe house. If you guys haven't listened to the original version of Vent, definitely should. It's fantastic. But yeah, I really love this song. And again, this is like the most popular song off of Mr. Morale so far, at least. So, continuing on to number 3, we have United in Grief. I love, again, the vocals in this, which I believe is Sam Du at the start of the song. I think it's a great intro track. I love Kendrick talking about his grief and how he grieves different. And then I like how there's another voice that comes in and says everybody grieves different, which is true, obviously, right? Everyone deals with their demons in their own ways, right? So that's very cool. I love the production in it. Continuing on, we have The Heart Part 5 at number 2. Such a great song. Kendrick is one of the few artists in the world that can really put an image into your head and stick it or keep it in your head. Absolutely watch the music video to this because it is so much more meaningful than just listening to it. I love him talking in perspective of some of his friends and some people that has passed away. I think it's incredible. Kendrick Lamar is amazing. And then at number one, I have Mr. Morale, which to me is the most hype song off of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I absolutely adore the production. It is so hard hitting and heavy. I love the drums in it. Same thing with United in Grief. There's that like big drum pattern at the start of United in Grief, kind of at the start of it. I love those heavy drums. They're just pleasant to my ears. Same thing for Mr. Morale here. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have like a top six. Any one of them could be my number one, two, three, four, five, or six. So yeah, nonetheless, let me know your guys' favorite songs from May. I'm very intrigued to know. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.